guys, welcome back to SportsKhabri, and we're here with the last episode of Summer Equals IPL for this season. The IPL season is over. CSK have won the entire thing. Some of us got our predictions right, some of us didn't. But all in all, it's been an exciting IPL season. I think we've had a very, very good season because there were a lot of close games. There were a lot of 200 plus scores, and yeah, RCB of course do really did not do as well as we expected them to do, but it's fine. You know what? Let's move on. Next season, we'll see what they come up with. We're here to build our IPL 11 for this season, the best 11, and we'll also preview the WTC final. That's next for us as far as cricket is concerned. We're hoping India has a good outing in England and they win the WTC final. They lost last time around to New Zealand, and we don't want to repeat the same thing. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Rishi, how's the IPL season been for you? Did you get the desired result that you wanted?
I mean, prediction-wise, yeah. I mean, it was pretty evident that CSK looked dominant right from the get-go, and they were going to be really professional about it. And towards the starting, there was a lot of a lot of messages and tweets going around social media that this IPL is not being IPL, like it's not IPLing like the previous IPLs. And to be honest, yeah, the first couple of games, like it was a bit slow and like took time to get going, but then once it started going, every single game, I don't think I can remember a single game that was not exciting. Maybe like every other SRH games maybe, but even then they were also pretty close. So I'm from a neutral perspective, like from just a cricket enthusiast perspective, I'm completely satisfied with what IPL had to offer this season.
I think same. I think even if you look at these other games, the low scoring ones at Lucknow also were pretty exciting. The one against Delhi went to the wire. RCB's game was great at Lucknow. Are there any surprises at all that MSD side came out victorious in the end?
Not really, bro. I feel like, to be fair, after, Gujarat hit like 214, 216, I thought like it's going to be tough for CSK. But I feel like, rain, affecting that play and getting the overs down, always helped them a bit there. Because I feel like, dude, that 20 over game, I feel like they would have lost another couple of wickets for sure. And I don't think they would have been able to touch it. But for their luck or whatever it is, in the scripts, like I just feel like that rain helped them, shorten the game, and it's always going to help them, especially the outfield also being very, wet, and you could see how fast the outfield was. So I feel like it just brewed for them and helped them, especially with the rain, just help them, trump that innings. And obviously Rahane, when you have Rahane in your team, I just don't think you can write them off. Feel like that was the least surprising win for CSK ever, but yeah.
Once, bro, let's quickly touch upon that last over. It was a good start to the last over. Mohit Sharma did a pretty good job, and I saw it as him being unlucky in the end. Like, bro, he wouldn't have gone for those many runs on another day. He was bowling some beautiful Yorkers. How did you see the final? Were you happy with the result? Did you see CSK winning it in the end?
See, bro, if not RCB, I'd much rather have CSK win it again because Dhoni is like second last, end of his career. He has to win it. Come on. So I was fully supporting CSK in the finals, and I'm glad they won it actually. In the last one, bro, after the first three balls, I was like, it's done, it's over. Like there's no way because Jaddu on strike,
Yeah,
I know,
dude.
but like this IPL, I don't think he's like batted that well and all. So I mean, he's not in like the best form that he has been in his like IPL career. So especially like batting wise, and then after that six, then I'm like, this has to like they have to win this game. But I think the last ball he could have. I don't know. He could have bowled it like I mean, he had like brilliant first three balls. Then the ball that went for six was also like pretty good.
Pretty
Like
good ball. Like, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He got it from like it was like pretty full, so it's very hard to hit that actually, right? So that was a good ball too. I think the last ball was the only unlucky part, but other than that, he bowled like a really good over, which like I know like undeserving and all that for him, but like CSK bro, like they had to win it.
Bro, yeah, I feel like even if I would much rather have him bowl the same ball at the stumps, let Jadeja try and hit it out of the ground rather than. It was just a little unlucky, go on the pants, and then he just flicked it for 4. Regardless, okay, let's build our best 11 from this IPL. Rishi first. Okay, I think there's one opener who is just hands down there. Rishi, I hope you take his. Yeah. It has to be Shubman Gill, no? Like everyone has Shubman Gill. Are we like in consensus about the fact that Gill is there? Adi, you're saying he's not there. He won the orange cap. He's not
Yeah,
there.
Bro, he played
Gill
3
and
extra
Faf,
games so
easy.
far.
Huh?
He played 3 extra
Yeah.
games compared to other.
True. But
That's
like
also
just
there.
the way he played, I think just the way he was
And
hitting the ball, I don't think
it was 3
don't know.
back-to-back hundreds, bro.
Yeah, but I feel
Yeah,
like
bro.
Like you can.
the entire tournament he was not consistent compared to the last 4-5 games. So I feel like that's kind of unfair to say. Like, I don't
No,
think
how you
He
can't get to
had a-
900 runs
Bro,
without
so-
being consistent.
he was only
No,
good
so-
in the stadium in Ahmedabad. He was very good in Ahmedabad.
He was
And
he
he
was
played-
very similar to Ruturaj Gaikwad, like his season, but then just the last 4-5 games he
Exactly.
just went.
Bro, incredible, bro. To a 900 run season, you can't argue with that.
It's not 900 runs.
It is
It
880.
It is.
870.
Yeah, like pretty much. Almost 900.
But the thing is, he scored most of his centuries and runs in Ahmedabad. When you see his other runs outside outside Ahmedabad, and
He scored 100 in Bangalore.
Yeah, Bangalore is another pitch where you can actually hit. Apart from that, you see.
Yeah, that's where you get the runs, right? Like it's not like you're going to get 100 at Lucknow. It's not possible.
I feel like Faf was more consistent the entire season. He played in difficult situations in different stadiums, having a difficult situation where he saw like players getting out around him, and he was still there.
Yeah, so we need
I
2
feel like-
openers, no?
So why
Yeah,
can't we
fair.
have-
Exactly.
why can't
We can have
Faf
Gill and Faf.
Shubman Gill? And
Yeah, that's
we might
exactly
even
what I would
have.
do.
We might even have
Virat at
Yashasvi
3.
Jaiswal also.
Yeah, that's my point. I feel like
Oh yeah, it's tough. But no, Gill has to be in there. Come on. Like there's no
Gill
way
and
you're dropping
Faf,
Gill.
But then you have
Okay,
to have
hear me
I
out,
feel
hear
like
me out.
Faf is the mainstay, dude. I feel like Gill and Jaiswal have more of a conversation than Faf. Because you look at Faf's age, he's like 38. The way he played every innings, he was consistent every game. He scored 40 plus every single game. And it was not like he was playing just to rotate strike, he was aggressive every game.
Yeah. I think Faf is second. I genuinely think Faf is second.
Faf has to be the first player. Because Gill was good the last 4-5 games. He scored century in 3 games. But apart from that, he was
Yeah, Adi, you're the one who said you have to score when it matters, and that's exactly what Gill did.
Yeah, fair enough. But when it matters in the final, he
Yeah.
didn't score. If you want to talk about it like that.
He still scored a quickfire 40, and whatever it is, he scored 100 in the previous game. They had to win that game.
But I'm talking about
They didn't have. They would have been knocked out.
We're talking about
even-
tournament.
Adi, he can't score 900 runs without being consistent. Like it's not possible.
No, I'm not telling that. I'm just saying Faf as a more. I feel like Faf is like the number one, right? I feel like if you have to pick between 2 openers, it can be Gill and Jaiswal over Faf.
Okay,
Or
I
we can
think
just
Gill
play- we
is
can
just
play
hands
Gill
down there.
and
Bro, just
Jaiswal opening and Faf one down.
Oh, bro.
no. No, I don't think Jaiswal makes
Bro,
it for me also.
Jaiswal doesn't make it. Jaiswal doesn't.
Yeah,
So
same.
who's going to come number 3? Do you think someone else win the better number 3?
Virat.
Bro, please
Virat
take
had
this
Virat
guy
had
out.
more runs than him.
I think I wouldn't mind
honestly
Cameron
think-
Green at number 3.
How? What?
Over-
In his
over
IPL
Virat?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind
IPL level. Over Virat.
I would take
Bro,
Surya
Virat-
Kumar Yadav.
I mean, see if we're saying
Screw down.
if we're saying we're shuffling positions and all, if we're shuffling positions and all that, then Virat at 3, okay. But like,
Bro,
let's say Virat,
opening
take
and
Virat as an
opening-
opener.
Bro, how can you
Bro,
take
it's the
Virat as
same,
number
nah.
3? Jaiswal had a better season than Virat.
No, he didn't.
Yes, Jaiswal scored more
How?
fours.
No,
He
Virat scored more runs.
I'm talking about more fours. He scored more.
How
boundaries.
does that matter? How does more
It does
fours
matter as an
matter?
opener, bro. Virat scored stat padded 2 centuries in the end, but he was terrible the entire season. We all know.
How? No, what? He wasn't terrible. He had already scored
He wasn't
350s
that
before
great.
that.
He wasn't that great this
He-
season. We all saw him having a very low strike.
So he'll
rate.
randomly have 640 runs after
Bro, it's not about 640 runs. Look at his strike rate.
440 runs is
Bro, we're RCB fans. Let's not joke ourselves. He was not great this season. He played well, but he was playing 50 over matches. He was not playing a T20 game.
Okay.
You see other strike rates compared to
Once
low.
Would Virat make it for you as an opener, like in this list?
As an opener? No, not as
Yeah.
an opener.
Yeah, I think Virat did have a really good season, especially those 200. He came in clutch like when it mattered the most for RCB. But I just think as an opener he wouldn't make it. And at number 3, okay, what's your shout, Adi, for number 3?
For me, for openers have to be like Faf and Gill. The thing is, I would go like Faf,
number 3.
that would be my ideal lineup. Because I don't think anyone's been
Fine,
great.
tell a number 3.
overall
Tell
this
a
season.
number 3.
I
Yeah.
don't think any
Who's
player
your
has-
number 3?
I don't think any player's been consistent in number 3. So I know Gill can play number 3. I feel like Faf and Jaiswal can open for me, especially having left and right combination. Then having that number 3 makes sense for me.
If we're playing,
actually-
I mean, if we're putting Jaiswal, we might as well mention someone like Devon Conway also in the conversation.
No. I mean, I again, like,
He's actually been consistent.
okay, purely going off
If
the
you're
eye test
putting-
for me,
If
I
you're
think
putting
Kohli
Gill-
actually goes at 3, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
if
I
you're
actually think
putting
Kohli goes
If
at
you're
3.
putting Gill
No,
at, if
just
you're
to-
moving
Bro,
positions,
do you
if you're
realize
moving
how
positions
bad
and you
Yeah.
put Gill
Kohli's strike
Gill
rate is?
third,
It's just
then I'd
gonna
much
be
rather
worse
have
than
Virat
Kohli.
at 3.
No, sorry. Virat at number 3 is a
Fine
disaster
then.
for any team.
We don't
Okay,
have to
we'll come back to
compete
fine. We'll come back to number 3. Is number 4 sorted? It has to be Surya. I don't think we have.
Rane,
There is no other con.
Rane, yes.
Bro, Adi
Surya
accepted
at
Actually, they got
Sky,
Surya-
Rane
bro.
out of the team when he literally won CSK. Come on, man.
Yeah, correct. He won it for
More
CSK.
important innings in important games. Rane had more.
Yeah,
important-
correct. Rane scored 30 runs and huge,
Yeah,
huge,
30 runs
huge.
of 12 balls, not 50.
Yeah, but a big 100 doesn't matter. 30 runs.
Big 100 against who?
Everyone brings scored 300s, bro. What do you want me to say? Like,
Yeah, I would still.
but anyways,
Okay,
Rishi,
anyways.
number 4, Surya, that's locked in, right? Like, there's no
Yeah.
conversation. Okay, we'll go to 5 and 6. 5 and 6 is interesting because we've had a few guys who have done well, like who've been that explosive batter. Is
Honestly, wait. I would also.
I don't know.
Actually, it would go. Actually, to be fair, it would be Gill and Faf as openers. I would actually put Sky number 3 because he's played number 3 for Mumbai a lot. You could see him playing number 3 a lot. I would put Maxwell number 4 because he's been incredible this season. He's played
Maxwell
so well for
over
us.
Virat. I rest my case, bro.
How?
Yeah,
Bro,
boy.
Maxwell had more
No, I think
impact.
there is a case for Maxwell, dude. There is a case for Maxwell. I don't think there is a case for Maxwell. Come on.
Yeah, he does. Maxwell had more impact.
See, as long at number 4, why not?
Yeah,
So
I
I'd
feel like
much.
that's going to be.
So Virat
for
at
me,
3 and Sky at 4, or Sky at 3 and Maxwell at 4?
I would choose the second. And in T20s,
I actually would go Sky at 3 and Maxwell at 4. It just seems more impactful. Like, as in a team, if you have Sky at 3 and Maxwell at 4, yeah, why not? Like, I wouldn't mind that.
We're not talking about like teams you'd have in the future. It's the result of what's happened in the IPL.
Yeah.
No, true. But if you're building 11 for tomorrow for a game from this tournament, would you not have Sky at 3 and Maxwell at 4?
That's not what we're doing, right? We're reviewing the 11.
True. Correct. But you are also considering the fact that you're playing a game with this team.
Yeah, and based on this season, Maxwell has been incredible. He has the highest number of strike rate. Yeah, his strike rate is 182. He's faced the least amount of balls. He literally, him and Faf has the highest number of century partnerships this year. He scored against 4-5 teams where we literally reached 200 because of him. But tell me, like, apart from the 2 centuries of Virat, he never had an impactful innings this year. We know that for a
fact. Rishi, what do you think about Maxwell at 4 and Surya at 3?
I mean, yeah, I don't mind. Purely going off this season, like, he has been pretty impressive. And this is coming from someone who's been very skeptical about Maxwell.
That's true. Exactly. That's why I asked you.
So I really don't mind Maxwell at 2. And mind you, he can come off like 1 or 2 odd overs with the ball as well. So I really think
exactly.
Maxwell is not a bad idea at all.
So then that's settled. But Surya will fit in at 3 and Maxi at 4. No, it's actually not a bad shout. Like, it makes sense.
Watch the reviews of this. You guys are gonna get battered, bro.
We'll see. Okay, fine. Who comes in at 5 for you guys?
Green.
I'm actually
Rinko
thinking
Singh,
of
bro.
who is.
Rinko
For me,
Singh.
Green.
Oh, I don't
Easy
think
Rinko.
Green makes it at 5. All his impactful innings have come when he batted at 3 for Green, so I wouldn't have him at 5.
True, but I feel like he still has a power hitting.
Look, bro,
Actually,
I'd
True.
not have Rinko Singh for a game coming up. But if you're
And
saying,
what do you guys think about Shimron Hetmeyer this season? I think he's actually been pretty good this season. He scored what? How many
but
runs has he scored? He's never had a
started
bad game, dude.
nah,
Yeah, he's
but
not had a bad game.
I don't think he
I
was
don't remember.
fair enough, but I just don't think he was an outstanding player this season. I
he
think
had,
many
bro, he
more
had
bad.
some few bad games.
Okay, let's leave 5 aside. Is 6
Rinko Singh
Jitesh
has
Sharma, who's
an
also the
easy
wicket
one.
keeper?
Yeah, for me it would be Jitesh.
Yeah, should be him.
Yeah.
Jitesh Sharma or
Yeah.
someone like Henry Klaasen.
Green Judo.
Rawat.
Oh, that's
Should.
actually I would have Klaasen at 5. We wouldn't have Klaasen at 5 and Jitesh Sharma at 6. Okay, guys, let's try to make this also just 4 foreigners. We've already got Faf in there. We've got Maxi in there. And this is our third.
Bro.
Klaasen is our third foreigner.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. So we've got it's Faf and Gill. You got Surya at 4, Maxi, Klaasen at 5, Jitesh Sharma at 6.
So
This is the top
have
6.
to have Rashid.
Why do we need?
You have to
why
have
do we
Rashid.
need? Yeah, we're gonna have Rashid. Why do we need Jitesh Sharma? We're gonna have Henry Klaasen to keep. We might as well put someone like Jadeja in the team.
No, like you can have Jitesh Sharma purely for his batting, which I think he does deserve. Like I mentioned, purely just batting merit. Why not?
Rashid
Like what
Khan,
has he done
Rashid
so
Khan
wrong?
and Jadeja will provide enough with the bat, more than enough.
I think Jadeja and Rashid anyways make the side. Like you have 5 more spots. In that you play 2 spinners, Jadeja and Rashid.
Fair enough.
And then you play the 3 Indian quicks.
Yeah, fair enough.
So are you guys happy with that? We have Jitesh Sharma. And then you have Jadeja at 7 and then Rashid Khan at 8. That's a good batting. Until number 8, you have good batting. And then you go with 3 quicks.
I don't think
Shami
Jadeja
Siraj.
has been good this season.
Yeah, even I'm not.
No, bro, but like we need
I feel like
a spinner.
Chair were better as spinners. And Jadeja
But we
didn't
need
have any
batters.
runs also this season.
Okay, let's fix Rashid Khan. Rashid Khan is
Akshar
there
Patel
at
had
7.
a better season than
Yeah,
Jadeja,
exactly.
bro.
Akshar Patel has been
Akshar
better.
Patel had a better season. Easy.
Then
He scored also so
Then
many.
Jadeja.
Bro, but I would still go with Jadeja. I think
Yeah.
bowling wise, Jadeja's been really good.
No, we're talking only about
Bro,
this
Akshar
tournament.
Patel.
Yeah.
It's only this
He's
tournament.
not
Yeah.
been good in this tournament.
No,
He's
with
not
the ball,
that
he's
good.
been good.
He's been
With
good.
the ball, he's not.
Akshay Patel has been better. Come on.
Honestly, for me, like both of them are.
If you want
I'm
to go
happy
for
with either.
spinner,
This
you-
I'm
you
gonna
want to go
veto
King.
Akshar Patel, bro. We have to
No, if you
veto.
want-
Okay, veto. Okay.
If you want a pure
Okay.
Indian spinner, I feel like Piyush Chawla was better than Jadeja this year. Like he was more impactful.
Yeah.
I wouldn't, but we already have a leg spinner in there, so I think the left arm orthodox is an option that we would.
Plus someone who can
bro.
give some extra with the bat as well.
Yeah, so I would actually Akshar makes sense. Akshar at 7, then we go Rashid at 8. Now you have space for 3 Indian quicks. One of them has to be
Siraj,
Shami. I
Shami.
think Siraj and Shami pick themselves to bowl with the new ball, and then you have space for one more Indian fast bowler. Who is it?
Actually,
It's interesting, this one, dude. Like, it's very interesting because you're looking at Indian bowlers at their depth. And
Arshdeep.
I would
No,
think
no,
Arshdeep, but Arshdeep has been okay. Like, he's not been the same Arshdeep that he was from the previous seasons.
Who has been
I mean,
bad
to be
quality?
fair, I would put Mohit Sharma, because like.
Or yeah, Mohit
once
Sharma
he's-
also.
For me, like, yeah, I think it's between Mohit Sharma and Yash Dayal. Yash Dayal has also been pretty good.
No ways. What?
Yeah, he's been pretty good.
Games away.
Yeah, he's
He
hardly
went
playing.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I'm talking about. No, I'm not talking about Yash Dayal. I'm talking about the right arm.
Akash Madwal.
Yash Thakur. Oh my God! How can you leave out Akash Madwal?
Yeah.
Yeah. How can you leave him? I don't think you can leave him out. I think he's the death bowler.
No, not
Yeah,
really. He
correct.
just dropped one Alzari Joseph kind of performance.
No,
Yeah,
one.
exactly.
No, bro. You know what? To be honest, like every time I've seen him, he's been good.
But he gets
He's-
belted.
No, dude. Yeah.
He gets belted, bro.
Okay, I think Mohit Sharma is a fair
So
pick
Mohit
again. Like
Sharma
I wouldn't
starting
mind
For
Mohit
Ri-
Sharma.
for Rishi and Adi, Mohit Sharma. For us, Akash Madwal. Like same.
Yeah,
the
I think
point
for
is,
us, Akash.
no, the point is you have to see overall. Like Akash Madwal couldn't ball well against GT. He first of all he didn't play the entire season, and even Mohit Sharma hasn't played the entire season. But when you see the same figures, like Mohit Sharma played way lesser games than Rashid Khan and Shami, but he's literally the top three in purple cap. You can't just take it away from him. Yeah, he had like 4 wicket hauls this season already. And yesterday for GT, he was the main bowler. Rashid Khan didn't get any wicket. Shami didn't get any wicket. He was the one who got the important wickets. He got Dhoni's wicket. He got Rahane's wicket, I guess, and he got even like another wicket. So I feel like even in the final, he was the mainstay bowler for GT. So you can't put Shami and you can't take Mohit Sharma out. Dude. I feel like he's been great the entire season.
Right, fair enough. I think there's a case for Mohit Sharma. It's just that I'd prefer Akash Madwal if I'm making a team. But
how like
okay,
Madhwa has done much this season to even come there? Like consistently over the season, he hasn't been there. Like we're talking about the entire season.
yeah, I know. I get what you're saying. But
Like
okay,
what?
let's give it to Mohit Sharma. I don't mind. I don't mind Mohit Sharma. I genuinely don't mind Mohit Sharma being there. Like I have no problems with it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what it is. Just
But
one
to be
thing. I don't know how
fair,
we're leaving
actually,
Trent Bolt out of the side, dude. Like you,
dude,
He
actually,
didn't. He
true.
didn't play a lot of
yeah,
But
dude. But I don't know how
But
they dropped
I
him.
think I think
They dropped him.
Trent Bolt is the bowler with the maximum number of wickets in the opening over, right?
Yeah,
no.
bro. Yeah,
In
he
the
is. He is. He
opening
is.
in the
He
opening
is. He
over.
is. He
Opening
is.
over.
Yeah.
I think
Like
Shami.
Just
I
insane
think
stuff.
every RR game I watch, I think
Bro,
at least
then you have
most
to
of the games
drop
RR games I
Maxwell
watch,
and play
No,
Virat.
this guy split wickets.
no, dude. The thing is, Bolt hasn't been great overall in the T20 scene. He was good in the power plays, but he's got smashed all over the ground after
Yeah,
that.
but that's not his job. That's not his job.
But we're talking about entire thing. I feel like,
It's
dude,
like saying Mohit Sharma doesn't bowl well in the power play. That's not his job.
Okay, wait, listen. So we already have
Hmm.
Shami and Siraj opening the bowling. Why would you want 10 ball? Like we have three players who's going to open the bowling.
Okay,
But
fair
then we
enough.
can
Fair
keep
enough.
then we can
We
keep
already have Mohit
Mohammad
Sharma to come
Shami
and
for
bowl
the
with
death.
that. Huh?
No, but
Then we
makes
can
sense.
keep Shami
I
for the death and Trent Bolt opening.
No, we already have Mohit Sharma finishing the death.
no,
We
but
have-
again, like you're taking away Shami's strength, which is to bowl with the new ball.
exactly.
New ball.
Already we have
So
Siraj and Shami.
okay,
I feel
it's
like-
fine. I think we should stick with Mohit Sharma.
And I actually, to be
Yeah,
fair, I feel like Rinku
makes
Singh
sense.
has to come over Jitesh Sharma. Even though I'm not a huge fan, where I think he'll
Keeper?
come to the Indian squad. Klassen
Yeah.
is
Keep a class in.
Yeah.
No, the thing is,
Jitesh or
Rinku-
Rinku? I think Rinku.
I feel like Rinku
Yeah.
Singh
For
is
me,
good.
either of them work, but I like on a personal level, I would prefer Jitesh.
I mean, dude, what Rinku Singh has done this season, he literally won that game
Yeah.
against GT. He almost
Yeah.
won
Yeah,
that
again.
He's
against
had
LSU also.
he's had quite a few handy innings. Like it's the thing is KKR they themselves as a whole they look pretty dull, pretty average.
Yeah,
So
same as Kings 11 Punjab. There's no difference in that sense.
fair
You're
enough, but
comparing- Dude, the thing is,
But I
Rinku's actually won games in his own hand.
yeah, exactly.
He did
Exactly.
that against,
I feel he's had a bigger impact for the team than
Yeah,
Jitesh
exactly.
Sharma. Like
Yeah.
KKR without
Yeah.
Rinku Singh would be like much like further off than.
Okay, so would you play Rinku over Jitesh then? Once
Yeah,
also?
I would.
Solely of the season.
Okay, fine. If that's the case, then we have our 11 sorted. We're going with Faf and Gill at the top, Surya at 3, Maxi at 4. Then you've got Klassen at 5, Rinku at 6. 7, you have Aksar Patel. 8, Rashid Khan. And then you have the 3 Indian quicks, Mohammad Shami, Mohammad Siraj, and
Okay,
Mohit Sharma.
how about this? We add one impact sub as well.
Okay, one impact sub. Who would it be?
Now you again have to do some batting, bowling. If you're batting first, if you're bowling first.
Yeah, no. Okay. So suppose we want to take out one batsman, put one bowler, or we want to take out one bowler, we want to add an extra batsman.
Fine, take out Rinku, of course, and put in Akash.
If it had to be an extra bowler, I would play an extra spinner, and it would be Piyush Chawla
Yeah, same.
or
Fair
Yuzi. Yeah.
Can we put anyone?
Yeah.
Can I put even a foreigner?
enough. No foreigner.
No foreigner. We
One
have 4
foreigner,
foreigners.
one- Dude,
We
I
have
feel like
four
there's been better foreigners this year. Like,
No, that's true. But like you already have your 4
I
foreigners.
thought that, like needs to come.
The
in
thing is,
somewhere.
then you'll have to start with 3 foreigners, right?
Yeah, exactly. Which we can't. We can't. Yeah, I think I'd have Piyush Chawla. I think that's fair
which
as
is
my
fair.
bowling impact. So,
And to get a batsman, you remove
to get a
Siraj
batsman,
and put
and yeah,
Viraj.
you remove
Dude, come
Siraj.
on, come on. You
Jaiswal.
have to have no. You have to have someone. At least now give Kohli. He's not been that bad as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it has to
of
be.
Over
course,
Jaiswal,
Yeah.
of
no
course.
chance. No chance.
Okay,
Dude, I'm
Adi,
sorry.
sorry,
we can.
it's
Dude,
3v1, Adi.
okay, tell
We
me.
can see
Easy,
his tagline. He's put
Ah,
Virat's
ICB last.
impactful innings this season apart from the last two games. I'll be like, okay.
He
Apart from
hasn't had.
Mumbai,
the
Thank you
first
so
game,
much.
the very
apart
first
from
game,
Mumbai, which
the
even
very first game.
Faf also played that game.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's not only a Virat Kohli
I'll
carry
tell,
job.
bro. The first
So
Tell,
game,
against
tell me
KKR, he played well. KKR, the one that
which
we
game?
lost, he played well.
which we
Yeah,
lost
game.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
SRH
the
game.
LSG game,
We didn't play
LSG,
well
we
against KKR. He wasted a lot of balls.
LSG, we played well. Like it was his and
How?
Faf's runs that won us the game.
He literally got the half. Bro, it was a
Yeah,
particularly low scoring game regardless. And we
yeah,
won
and
that game. The Delhi
yeah,
game.
it was the power play runs that made the difference in that game.
But you're telling me
Yeah,
overall
bro.
Virat has a better season than Jaiswal. That doesn't make sense. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
of
No, it
course.
Dude,
doesn't.
for me, like purely based on the eye test, like as in the way Virat was
Not
hitting
only
the ball,
this, we're
there's no way
talking
you
about.
can leave him out.
Dude,
Like
did you
as an
see
impact
Jaiswal
sub
bat?
also.
Have you seen Jaiswal bat this
And
season?
I
I
have,
feel
I have, I
and
have.
I feel
Equally good.
Yeah,
if Virat can come outside of power play, also he can play. I feel he can have a much better innings than someone like
exactly,
Jaiswal,
exactly.
who
I think
thrives
Jaiswal
on power
relies
play.
too much to be in the power play. Exactly.
Correct.
No
And
Correct.
I
way.
think Virat was that player, but like his
Ironically, you're
last
saying
couple of
Virat.
innings, he's proved that that's not
Why are
his
we
thing. Like,
debating this?
Not
Why are we
true.
dude,
debating this?
honestly, dude, the way he was hitting those fours against GT, nobody can do that.
Yeah, fair
It's
enough.
not possible.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
like
But we're talking about an IPL season. We're not talking about
yeah,
last
yeah,
two
yeah,
years.
absolutely. So, but if you're going to play him at
Talking
number
about
three,
the
which is
entire
not,
IPL
you're
season.
not going to open with Virat, right? So I would much rather have Virat over Jaiswal.
So then that doesn't make sense. So our entire team gets unbalanced because you get Virat in. Where are you putting him in?
Virat
Yeah, if
plays
we
kind of
lose an early wicket, then Virat plays in the power play. That's all.
So then you're
Maxi at
getting
5.
everyone behind.
Yeah, one
Yeah, so
position
what's
can
the
come
issue?
back. Maxi at
Yeah.
5
Why
has
getting number
played.
three? You need to get a finisher
Sky has
first.
played.
I feel
No,
like
if
Sky
we lose an early wicket, you play Virat. It's as simple as that.
good, but Sky has been better overall as number three than Virat. I don't remember the last time Virat played number three in an IPL season.
No, the point is not to play him at number. The point is if you lose an early wicket, like say in the first over, you bring him in. That's all. That's the only thing.
But I just feel like Jaiswal's been better this season.
Thank
Yes, but Adi,
He's been
this is
consistent.
3v1.
I can
It's
get you Jaiswal's scoring innings. He's been consistent over 10 games than Virat has been over 10 games. You see each other's scoring averages apart from the
What
last two
is
games.
10 games? That's so random. Like
The
randomly
first
10
10
games.
games, first 12 games. I'm
I'd
talking
also
about.
say last 6 games.
Yeah, last
8
6 games also
games.
Jaiswal would have been scoring more. That's the whole point. You
no,
can't
no,
score
that's not possible.
when
What?
he's like
How is
good
that
enough.
possible? Virat got 2 centuries and 1 half centuries in the last 6
Yeah.
games.
Yeah, but the point is it's the entire season. It's not only 3 games, it's not only 2 games.
Then you just said last 10 games.
The first 10 games. 10 games is a huge stretch. It's not only 2
Fine,
games, 3
take
games.
last 8 games also. Last 8 games also, Virat will have more runs.
Bro, that doesn't still make sense. I don't know. To be fair, I
No,
don't think so.
that makes sense, Adi. Like what he's saying is it makes sense. If you're saying first 10 games, he's saying last 8 games. What is wrong?
So the point is, I don't think he's been great, bro. I watched every RCB game. He wasn't good. We all know that. We all saw
Fine.
how he
3v1,
wasted balls.
3v1.
You can't just suddenly come with the last 2 centuries and say, yeah.
What? Wasted balls.
Then why is not Conway coming? Conway literally had more impactful innings. Why are we taking Conway out and over Virat? Tell me
No,
that.
again, like for me, bro, the way, like, see, there have been a lot of guys who've been good. It's just for me, the eye test, as in the way the guy is hitting the ball, I
Also
just
the
think Kohli.
versatility.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Let 1 second. Let me just say Virat and Jaiswal. Let's compare Virat and Jaiswal's stats and strike rate this year. Okay, both played 15 games. Virat scores 659 runs. Jaiswal scores 625 runs. Difference of 14 runs. Okay, each average Virat's is 53, Jaiswal's is 48. Now let's come to strike rate. Virat's strike rate is 139. Jaiswal's 163. And the number of fours Virat has hit is 65 fours, whereas Jaiswal hit 82 fours. The number of sixes Virat hit 16 sixes compared to Jaiswal's 26 sixes. So tell me where overall it's literally almost the same, but like you can see Jaiswal has a high strike rate. He's not wasting the balls. which is very important. You can't have 139 strike rate as an
Again,
opener.
like I think you have to contextualize these things. Okay, so
Because
first thing
all
for
the best,
Jaiswal,
all
he
the
has the
best
freedom.
things for it.
He's
Yeah, personally,
Jaiswal is not Virat Kohli. Like he doesn't have the responsibility that Kohli has in that RCB team.
Dude,
And if
he
Jaiswal
doesn't
goes,
belong
he
to
can rely on Samson. He can rely on
Sam,
Hitmaya.
Siddharth,
Dhruv Jurel came
Jaiswal
good.
has better Butler, Samson, and Devdutt Padikkal, admire. You see the Rajasthan batting squad itself.
Yeah, I understand. But the point is, he had that freedom. He had that freedom to go out and just bat.
and plus, bro, I don't remember a sing. Other than that 100 innings, I don't remember him carrying from the power play to another, like to continuing till 16, 17, 18
CSK,
overs.
he hit against CSK, he's hit against Mumbai. What are you saying?
That's what I'm saying. The 100 game, the Mumbai 100 game. Other than that, there's like
He's hit against
not
CSK, he scored like 80, 89 runs or runs.
out of that, some 60 will be in the power play, bro.
So what, dude? He's scoring 60 runs in the power play. Virat doesn't do that. What's your point? Power play is
Virat
very
has to
important.
carry
Okay,
the yes with that batting. He has to continue the entire
No,
the
once.
entire 20
In my
overs in it.
opinion, I
So
already have
how
Surya
many
Kumar
long?
Yadav and Maxwell coming down the order. So I'm not worried about middle overs like that. So why do I even care about that? I'm talking. Okay,
Then
you
I'll
want to talk
just say
about,
I want Faf and Gill to play 20 overs over. I'm
dude?
not worried about the rest of the batting,
Yeah,
bro.
then that means Virat doesn't even come.
Anyways, I
okay. Anyways, guys, like we'll have to move on now. It's Rishi. Is it like Adi's made his case? I've made my case. Once made his case. Is it Kohli or Jaiswal for you?
Oh no, for me, I'm the one who suggested Kohli, bro. It's
Yeah,
Kohli.
I know, but like just after listening to cases, that's why.
No, no. For me,
after listening to
purely,
this
purely from the
magnificent
fact, like
stats
of
by
the
Adi,
fact that he can be a bit more, like not a bit, he can be like much more versatile than someone like Jaiswal. Like for me, that is convincing enough to have him as the
Mm,
backside.
But we're talking about this season
cool.
purely. We're not talking about him
This
doing
season
best
only.
year. Yeah, but this year we
But
know
you
he's
know,
not.
like, bro, see, it's not. I think you have to again give things context. The way Kohli finished the season, the way he was hitting the ball, bro, that's like it was so pure that anyone would blindly
So,
pick him. It
so
was
you're
that good.
then kick Faf out and put Virat as opening because I don't think Virat comes in any
I
game
would,
as a.
yeah. I wouldn't mind that. I actually would have. I wouldn't mind that. To
When
be
we're talking
fair,
about
like
the
to be
entire
very
season,
honest, again, to be very honest, like when Fast scores his boundaries, a lot of the times it's just over the infield. He would have just like he's gotten lucky with a couple of drop catches. He's been good. I like Faf. I love Faf, but it's the way he was hitting the ball versus Kohli hitting the ball. I still think Kohli was hitting the ball better than Faf.
if Kohli's hit the ball better than Faf, Jaiswal, why does
Mm-hmm.
he have lesser boundaries, lesser number of sixes, and a very low strike rate compared to these two players? It's as simple as that. Why?
Because of the first half of the season,
Exactly.
he did
So
not have a great first half. Yeah,
yeah, that's the whole point. You can't
yeah,
just
but he
like
finished strong.
But
And
he's
if when I know
compensating for
he's
that in the
finished strong,
second
so
half.
he's
So
finished
exactly,
strong.
exactly.
anyways, bro,
so Adi,
30
Yeah,
you're
time.
saying first
It's
half, we're saying
easy.
second half.
He was
So
yeah,
both
strong
are
second
that's
half
it.
of the
equal
last four
benefit of
And
games.
he
each.
He was
didn't have
strong
a
second half
bad
of the last
first
four
half. He
games.
scored the
And it's
first
not
goal.
like yeah, exactly. We didn't have a bad
Exactly.
first half. It's not like
Scored
by
a
his
Then
good.
standards, he probably didn't have a good first half. That's all.
then no, the point is you can't have 139 strike rate as an open. And if you were talking about runs and getting runs consistently over the tournament, why is not Conway coming over Virat Kohli? We're just talking about this season. We're talking about what he's done. Conway won CSK the title last season.
Bro,
He's
for
been
me, again, I'm saying this again. This is just purely eye test for me. Just the way he's hit the ball. I don't think I've seen Kohli play that well for a long time. Like since that Pakistan game,
but
which
we're
is why
talking
he
about
makes it.
you're taking it out of 200s. That's all. You're saying he's striking
Yeah,
at
yeah, yeah,
12.
yeah. For me, I feel like I've seen enough in those 200s to give him that spot.
But we're talking about the whole tournament. We're talking about games
Yeah,
he's
but for me, those two innings were like good enough for me to say that yeah, he's deserves a spot. That's what I'm saying.
I don't think
Fair enough.
can't apply it as a team of the
Like,
season. For example, bro, like in the Premier League game, the 38 games, a player comes and
hmm,
scores like 5, 6 goals.
you, bro,
The
two
last 4, 5
different.
games of,
You're
no, that's
talking about
what's
two
happening.
different sports.
No, that's what's
You
happening.
can't. No,
That's
it's
what's
not what's happening. In
happening.
football, it can go very easy. Like you might have a really good team and get 5 tap-ins and score 5 tap-ins. You can't do that in cricket. You
And
can't
also
compare the two sports.
the responsibilities that
Exactly.
Jaiswal carries and Virat Kohli carries is like
That's exactly what I'm
very
saying.
We're talking about
Completely
rankings,
different.
bro. we're talking about a 19-year-old versus a 34-year-old number one player in the world. And he's not been good this season.
Who's playing in a struggling team, and who, for in this case of the 19-year-old, he has
Dude, you saw how
much
bad,
experienced and better
dude,
batsmen
you saw how
who
bad
have
Ara
bigger
struggled this season.
responsibilities than RR. No, not at least in the first half of the season.
Dude,
Yeah.
Jaiswal had to struggle more than Virat. Virat has literally Maxwell and Pop carrying him.
You
the
said
entire season.
opener. You don't want an opener
But-
to have 139 strike rate. Conway has exactly 139.
Yeah, that's my point. I don't even want Conway. I'm not a big fan of Conway. I'm putting Jaiswal on top of both of them.
Yeah.
That's my own point.
Bruh.
Jaiswal's been better overall this season, bro. It's as simple as that. I'm sorry to say. He scored more.
No,
numbers,
I mean here
Fine,
again, like fine, fair enough. Like yeah, I think, but yeah, I don't think. See again, like I don't think anything. I'm going to get convinced. I think Virat definitely deserves the spot. Yeah. So fair enough. So again, that's our impact sub. Our batting impact sub is Virat, and our bowling impact sub is Piyush Chawla. We'll quickly move on, guys. Let's wrap this up quickly. The WTC finals coming up next. Ajinkya Rahane is back in the side, probably off of his domestic performances and his IPL run. KL Rahul has gone back injured, huge blow for India because we don't know who is going to play. Like it's going to be. Yeah, I think it is a huge blow because it creates a lot of doubt, which is what I don't like before a final. So
not really.
Yeah,
He'll come in as an opener, so we have Gill opening right now.
Over KS
Right.
Bharat, of course. No,
no. As in, like, who's going to bat 6? Like, it's going to be KS Bharat who's going to be batting at 6. I would rather have KL. Yeah. So
I don't think.
Yeah, the only problem would be KL keeping in red ball cricket, which probably, that's a little dicey. But
he was actually against Australia. He was the one who was fielding, anyways. He played the games also, right, in India. He gave us
that's exactly my point. Which is what I don't think they would have given him the gloves, which is the whole concern.
But the point is, he would have only been as a batsman, like against Australia.
That's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. So without him having the gloves on, it would have been tough.
Rahane is the one who's replaced them and not KS Bharat. People like need to understand that because like Bharat has come to replace Pant and not really KL Rahul.
But KL would have still.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like whatever happens, if KL Rahul was fit, Bharat would have still played. I think Rahane is the KL Rahul replacement over Bharat being a KL.
Probably, yeah. No, I think KL, again, he's quite versatile. You can open the batting with. I would actually have him over Rohit Sharma opening the batting.
Yeah, same.
So
even over.
Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah. No, not over Gill. Not over Gill. Bro, just Gill, he's just too good. Like, look at the way he's batting. Like, we're talking about Virat Kohli. We're talking about Virat Kohli and the way he's hitting the ball. There's nobody who's hitting the ball better than Gill.
Bro, KL Rahul in England literally survived. Like, that's the only way we survived last series. Like, he was our best batsman easily.
The
way he was leaving
moved
the
on from
balls.
5 years ago. We can't sit in.
It's not 5 years back.
It's literally 4 years ago. Last war.
Okay, guys. Final question. Where I'm sure we're all excited for the WTC final. 5 days starting on June 7th. Get ready to watch some good Test cricket. Who's winning this, Rishi?
I think Australia are more technically skilled than India to take home. I think it'll be a comfortable win for Australia.
Comfortable? Okay. Adi, who's winning it for you?
It'll be, dude, when it comes to finals, it's always going to be tough. I feel like even though everyone's scared of, the Australian bowling, I feel like, in my opinion, I just don't think the batting is that great. Even though they have big names, I feel like none of them are in great form. And the thing is, it's going to be in England, so I feel like it's going to be as open as it gets. I just might edge it to, Australia because of the bowling lineup plus India missing Bumrah. It's going to be tough for them. And especially, I feel like if it was more of a spinning track, it would have helped India because of having an extra spinner. But overall, the thing is, it's going to be very open, but, Test match in England, I feel like Australia has always performed better in England than India have. So I would just have a slight nudge for Australia.
Vansh, who's winning it, dude?
Bro,
Rishi and Adi said Australia.
it's a little closer than like the way Rishi is putting it out to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just think that with all the county cricket that Smith Labuschagne have played, all of the like test match or red ball cricket that they've played, they have a lot of like practice already under their belt. So of
Vanch,
course India
Pujara
is
has been
missing out.
playing
Yeah,
county
but
cricket
that's
as well.
one bro. Like I know Labuschagne, Smith, then Khawaja, Warner has been in
Yeah.
the IPL, but like
See,
so many of
I
our
for one
Australian
really think
pacers,
Warner might not
Virat.
even play, so
I
I
see.
think
I for
Warner
one really
plays.
think
Warner
Virat is
plays.
going to play well
No,
in
but
these
wait, one
conditions,
second, no.
and someone like
Uh,
Virat and Pujara are really going to come clutch. But it like you can't just bank on them. I feel like yeah, like you said, for like Australia, like they have a lot more familiarity with conditions. So like they have
yeah, and like
they're going to have runs spread across the batting lineup. That's what I feel
so
like.
I know, yeah, that's what like I feel like our bowling attack is like better than theirs in terms of the England conditions, like Siraj, Shami swinging the ball, Umesh Yadav swinging the ball, like probably Stark. I mean, yeah, of course they're really good and all, but like I still think our bowling is better. I think our batting is where like there's a major difference in both the teams. I think all like Australia has like a great amount of experience. England experience in England, of course we do, but I don't think Gill has played a lot of cricket in England. Rohit Sharma, you don't really know what you're getting from him. Pujara, Virat, of course, but it's just that their batting is probably a little better or like considerably better. And bro, Khawaja, Smith, Labuschagne, you're gonna get runs. So I just think it's Australia, but I don't know. Like, of course, I want. I mean, yeah, I just see Australia winning it, but the difference is just the batting. So yeah,
I think I agree with everything that you guys have said. Again, I don't think it's going to be as one-sided as she put it out to be. But
No, I didn't mean
if
it to
again,
be
like
extremely one-sided, but I feel it's the technical like the qualities that the Australians have that is really gonna
and bro,
come
they have
into
played
limelight.
red ball
That's the only
cricket
thing I
for
said.
the
no, I
past one and
agree.
a half, 2 months. Like one and a
Yeah,
half months,
exactly.
all of them
True.
have been playing red ball cricket, while we are
But
playing IP.
I remember like Kohli said this during one of his post-match interviews. I think it was after the SRH 100. He said, "My technique, like we have to play Test cricket, and his technique is going to be the same." And to be fair to guys like Shami and Siraj, they're doing what they would do in Test games itself, like in the power play, right? So they come in and they bowl those hard lengths. They try to keep it in a decent area, nick off batsmen. And I think the Indian bowling is good. We are missing Bumrah as that third really like important seamer, but I think Siraj and Shami will do a good job. Umesh will come
We
in
won't
handy.
miss Bumrah. We won't miss Bumrah for
Yeah,
sure.
but I think we won't miss Bumrah because Shami has been really good, and he will be really
And
good in this Test
Umesh
match.
and
Yeah,
Umesh Yadav.
bro, I just see Shami taking like 8-9 wickets easily across the Test match, and yeah, I think we'll have to outbat them. That's where the game will be won and lost. It depends on how Gill plays, Kohli plays, Pujara, these guys, and versus Labuschagne, Smith, Khawaja, and all of them. So that's pretty much it, guys. It's going to be an exciting final. Everybody tune in from June 7th. Catch the WTC final. Support Test cricket. We're seeing fewer and fewer viewers for Test cricket as the years go by. Let's not let the game die. It's still fun. It's still a lot of fun. So we hope a lot of people watch the WTC final, and let's hope India have a good result. Thanks.